Good morning. So, before I start my message for this morning, my podcast, I'd like you to click sometime this morning. I just want to remind you on the URL below, which is www.radicalwellbeingmovement.com. And to remind you that we are doing our course again. That is Daniel Poza and I doing our course again. So once again, the course is on corporate well-being and the soul of leadership. Danielle and I did this course in February, and it was remarkably successful. People said it changed their lives. And so we've now started a movement called Radical Well-Being Movement. And even if you don't do the course, you can be part of the movement, and you can just click on the URL, join the movement, be part of a global movement for radical well-being. Okay, so my topic today is the meaning of success. Because when we think of success, we think of so many different things. Sports teams think of winning the tournament. Athletes think of getting the gold medal in the Olympics or whatever. Politicians we associate with cronyism, corruption, influence peddling, and bureaucracy, and just power, manipulation, and control. Unfortunately, that's how we think of political leaders. Corporate leaders we think of as having lots of money, lots of success on Wall Street. If they're successful, then they have private airplanes and yachts, and they're hobnobbing with the glitterati, etc. So you can see that there are lots of ways to think of success. A lot of people, especially political leaders, also think of GDP as a measure of success, the bottom line as the measure of success. A lot of success for financial institutions is just that. Okay, so you can see there's so many views, but recently the literature has also been cropping up with phrases like servant leadership, phrases like thought leadership, market leadership, team leadership. So what I'm going to share with you today is that all of these definitions, except the political image of success, have something to say for them. Unfortunately, the political image right now is about what I just mentioned: cronyism, power mongering, influence peddling, corruption, bureaucracy, and all of that. But we can change that, and we should change that by changing ourselves. So here's my small exercise that I want you to do sometime when you have a little reflection. Ask yourself, what would success mean to me? And if success means you becoming the CEO of the company, then ask yourself, why? Why do I want to become the CEO of the company? Why is that important? And if the answer is, well, then I'll make a lot of money, then ask yourself, why is that important? If the answer to that is because I want to take care of friends, family, and community, then ask yourself, why is that important? Keep asking that till you get to a place of fulfillment and joy and peace and love, and you'll have arrived at the true meaning of success. So here's how I think of success. I think of success as the progressive realization of worthy goals. I think of success as the ability to love and have compassion. I think of success as the ability to constantly be in touch with you, with that deeper core being inside you, which is creative, and it is also the creative center of the universe. the creative center in you, the core of your being, is also the creative center of the universe. So that would be my definition of success. The progressive realization of worthy goals, the ability to love and have compassion, and to be constantly in touch with the creative center inside you, that is the creative center of the whole universe. That would be real success. And that leads me to the topic of leadership, because as a leader then you become the soul of a collective or group consciousness that becomes a catalyst for change and transformation to lead people to the center of their being, which is the center of all being, which is the key to success, because that is the creative center of the universe. So the soul of leadership deals with that. You, the soul of a collective consciousness, a collective group soul, if you will, that acts as a catalyst for change and transformation from what is to what could be. So being is what is, and what could be is the actualization of being. That is what transformation is. Leaders don't have to be good managers, although they can be, because managers manage what is. Leaders transform what is to what could be. There's a storyline, a past, a present, a future, a vision, and then the story of that transformation and how it improves the lives of all that you affect. So, this is what we're going to discuss in our course that Daniel and I are doing on June 18th. The details are on the URL, but as I said, you can join the movement even if you're not attending the course. And I'd like you to, because only our collective leadership can transform all leadership. So even when I look at the academics who talk about thought leadership, brand leadership, team leadership, market leadership, I think if you start with thought leadership and team leadership and enter the soul of leadership, you affect all aspects of leadership, which include brand leadership and market leadership. In this course, we also discuss well-being at every level. So, on a daily basis, I think we all want to have a joyful, energetic body, a loving, compassionate heart, a reflective, quiet mind, creative mind, and lightness of being, which is the state of flow. If you can make that your daily goal every day, you'll have a good life. Once again, joyful, energetic body, loving, compassionate heart, a reflective, alert mind, and lightness of being or flow, which comes from the level of the soul. So make it a good day, and make it a good day every day, and you'll have a good life. But in this course, we will deal with what it means to have social well-being. How do you connect with people and manage relationship? What are the elements of emotional intelligence? But beyond that, what are the elements of spiritual intelligence? What are the mechanics of intuition and creativity and imagination and higher vision, and ultimately how to be in touch with the sacred in you, which is again the sacred universe, which is who we are. We are the activity of the sacred universe. So join us, check out the URL, www.radicalwellbeingmovement.com. Join the movement, leave us your email, we'll get in touch with you as well. Or at the very least, become an agent of change and transformation for the collective good? How can we all transform as our own leaders, leaders of our own self, leaders in our families, in our communities, in our businesses, and in the world? Can we create that collective mass of change and transformation that can ultimately lead, or at least lead us in the direction of a more peaceful, just, sustainable, healthier, and happier world? So, thank you very much for listening. I'll be back tomorrow